Tell me about when mom used to cook for the duck hunters.
Huh?
Tell me about when mom used to cook for duck hunters up in Chain Lake.
Up at Chain Lake.
Yes, mom used to cook breakfast for duck hunters.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, I didn't know. She didn't tell me about her, what she done up there.
Well, did you take her up there?
Huh?
Did you drive her up there in the boat?
No. She, she went up there with George McGinnis and Ferry, the woman, George married. She worked up there.
Yeah. What was the name of
I
it?
didn't take her up there.
What was the name of it, the duck club?
Huh?
What was the name of it?
Name that gun club? Well, it was the central. Well, I well, I can't think of now what they did call it. It was a club. It was yeah. They didn't take patients. Well, later they sold it. See, it was for sale land. When I went up there and stayed one night, and Mr. Bartlett was there that night. He was in charge of that Knapp's Island Gun Club, and the Sanganoi, it was almost as much ground as the Sanganoi. It was 1,700 acres, and it was on sale for $20,000, and that's a gift. And a guy from Bushnell, or Gil, the town right above Astoria, Lewiston.
Lewiston?
Yeah, up around Lewiston. Yeah. Oscar Meyer. Oscar. I can't think of his. I know his first name and everything. I paid him, give him money. When last I seen him, I hunted on one place, and I paid him $5 a time. But he bought it, this land, Oscar land, bought it. So he owned some ground on that island, way up around, up there. So Jonah Lindsay, he's from Browning, from Rushville. And boys, he has about 3 or 4 boys. And I know all the boys. We fished together. Laston, one of them name was Laston. And I bought one little house up there with a one room. They all had one room where they lived. And I give him, I think, $50. And Virgil, one of the Gobble boys helped me load it, part of it. I took it down in section, and he had a palm oil tractor over there on that island. Gobble did, Virgil. And he helped me load it on the boat, part of it. And I hauled it down here, down there to the lower end of Browning. That's where me and I bought that house. I bought it from Max McGinnis. Miss McGinnis, the old lady, she used to come over home and Mom and her would visit, you know. And I bought that house for $300. And one night, me and I was visiting him, and he said it was for sale. I said, "How much you want for it?" He said 300. So I told him I'll take it, and I did. I gave him $300 for it, and I sold it for 6. Yeah, Louis Searle. He had to have a house. When I bought at his sale, it was public sale over the Westfield on front of the courthouse, and I give $1,700 for it. And he worked there. He lived in it, so he had to have a house. So we bought mine down the lower end of town for $600. Yeah.
Well, how much did the house you bought up the street and lived in, how much did that one cost?
Right up the street here,
Up the-
up in Browning.
Yeah, up the
Oh,
street.
I give $1,700 at public auction.
Public auction.
On the courthouse.
Okay.
I give $1,700.
Well, how much did the house cost that you bought where you lived? The 2-story house you tore down. How much did that 2-story house cost?
I went to Peoria and bought that house and give the women that owned it, lived in Peoria. I went up there and I think I gave her $1,800 for that land and house.
And then you tore it down.
It was a lot of ground, a lot of ground.
Lot and a half.
Yeah.
And then you tore the house down.
Yeah. Yeah. Frankie and Nyla used to live in that house when I was a young kid. I used to go up there and listen to his radio. Me and Mom, we go up there and Frankie, my brother, he turned the radio on, so we didn't have no radio. I don't think anyway. It was a better radio. Yeah, Frankie and I lived in that house. They rented it before I bought it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Seriously, you know.